Trolley. And I will apologize to you in the back because my Spanish is terrible. They named our land La Pascua de Florida. Is that good? Okay, good. It means Festival of Flowers, Flowery Easter. Because when they first came ashore, it was Easter time, right at the end of March. So they claimed it in the name of Spain, and then they left. St. Augustine's never been taken by force, so the British have all tried. They have not succeeded. The way the British got control of our city was they captured Havana in Cuba, which was much more important to the Spanish than we were. So the Spanish went to the British and said, hey, let's be friends, give us back Havana. We'll stop fighting, we'll open up our city, give you free trade, and we're not going to leave you empty-handed. We're going to give you this great little seaside town. It's got 100 restaurants in it. It's very own Ripley's, believe it or not, and red train tours. You know what the British said? Oh my, that'll be lovely, thank you. What, right out of Mary Poppins? And they, what, I speak English too. And they traded them, and they were here for 19 years. The other reason is we're completely surrounded for 117 years. There was a wall. City. Atlantic Ocean west of the, what do you call that thing? The San Sebastian River. The bridge was a drawbridge. So if they saw us invading or it's dark, they put us and we trap it outside. But this lady here in the gold top is saying, climb in that wall, and I think you can do it. It's only 14 feet up, look at that. You'd be like a ninja going up that way. And then on the bottom of the wall are these Spanish bayonet plants right there. And on the top of the wall are prickly pear cactus. And we want you to go first, because then you'll be like you jumped on a porcupine. And then the rest of us can go over top of you and not get all pokeyed up. And the wall ran here and on the right into the Santo Domingo redoubt. Excuse me. These little redoubts were all over the city. They have cutouts for 4 cannons, up to 12 mortars, and over 50 soldiers keeping us safe and secure. Alright, is anybody from St. Augustine? Well, great, I want to share something with you. Not every building in our city has historical value. The parking garage, it's only about 10 years old, but the dirt underneath is what's historical. This was the site of the old San Marco Hotel. Henry Flagler came here with Mary. That was his first wife on their honeymoon. This is where they stayed. And like a lot of us, Henry Flagler fell so in love with the city that he wanted to open our city up as a health spa and resort for January, February, and March. So he tried to buy this hotel. The guy said, nah, I don't think so. So Henry Flagler went out and built his railroad, hotel, oil empires. You know what happened? This hotel mysteriously burned to the ground. Oh my. All right, before we sell you a ticket, before we give you a tour, before any of that, our major concern, your personal safety. So that being said, just because we stop at a red light stop sign in traffic does not make it okay to step on or off the train. If you get a foot on the ground and a foot on the train, and your driver comes out because they're not looking, think back to the last time you did a split and how awkward and uncomfortable that was. So this is our first stop, then we're headed there, then we're headed into the city. This is our visitor information center. If you need a map or some information, you can get all of that and more. Here, we're going to pull in, I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to tell you all aboard, all ashore. Then if you are stepping off the train, do so to the left only, as quickly as you can. We're in the people moving business, not people waiting for me getting angry business. Hi guys. Everybody say hi. Hi. All aboard, all ashore. If you didn't say hi, so help. Hey. You can step to the ground first and then into the cab, that way you don't fall. Hi, welcome aboard, I'm Benji. The people in the front car of this train are the we don't care who you are. Let's go to our next stop. What's our next stop? Our very own Ripley's. Believe it
or not.
Yes. It was not always a Ripley's though. There was this fella from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. William Wharton was his name. He's friends. Job opening, sorry, Rockefeller and Flagler in Standard Oil. So he wanted to be here during the winter months, but he didn't want to buy hotel rooms. So he bought that ground, he had that building built. And in 1887, his 14 children, 10 of which were girls, 5 nannies, his wife and himself, all moved into this beautiful home. That is 21 people. And that building, if you look at it, will hold 21 people, especially if you do what William Warden did. You know what he did?
What?
1 bathroom. Can you imagine? You've just got out of bed. There are at least 5 people ahead of you. You're doing the dance. You're getting stomach cramps. And you're practicing what I call inner Shakespeare. Because you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, to pee or not to pee? That is the question. This is now Ripley's, believe it or not. Now, before you get off the train and go running into Ripley's, which is a great tour, they're open till 8 o'clock tonight, so you got plenty of time. Every time I go in here, they offer me a job as an exhibit. Every Ripley's is different around the world. I've been to 8 of the 36. They're all very, I'm going to pull right up front here, you guys. Everybody say hi to these nice folks. Hello. There you go. Oh, by the way, since you got that good of a greeting, you will be buying us all cocktails later. All ashore. She's over there like trying to send a text to me, and I'm like, I'm busy driving. All right. Over on the right, head and shoulders above the rest, is a life-size replica of Michelangelo's statue, the David. The other replica is in Australia. The original is in Florence, Italy. We had to put the hedges up. Yeah. Because somebody stole his bathrobe. So you know they tell you when you're driving, don't read your phone, don't. We had a yellow fever epidemic that killed 1/3 of our population in 5 weeks' time. Worse than that was 1976. And this fella sitting behind me in the blue shirt remembers it well, don't you? The disco fever epidemic.
Yeah!
That embarrassed 1/3 of our population. So let's go back to yellow fever. Like I said, if you died of yellow fever, they dug a hole through your body in the ground out here. Put your stuff in your house, ran your family up, burned your house to the ground. And they would bury people, and they didn't care. Like, boom, you're sharing that hole with 6 or 8 people. Well, over the years, we have moved the walls. Over the years, we have moved the markers. Over the years, we have never moved a body. So over here is our public burial ground. You will see about 97 markers here. There are over 400 bodies underneath the visitor center, the parking garage, and all of that. All right, it is 12:56. It is lunchtime. Who's hungry? All right, see, I like that. Let's talk food. First of all, on the left, Aunt O'Malley's. They make an amazing sandwich. Irish pub. If you want something a little more substantial, go over to Burger Buckets. They make a great hamburger. They do a thing called a combo patty. It's 1/3 ground bacon, 2/3 ground beef. Listen, hear that? That's my arteries plugging up because they're so good. And then you got, what do you call that place? Mojo's Barbecue. Our next stop is North St. George. This is going to be our stop. All aboard. All ashore. All right, when the music stops, you leaving me after all? So if you
I'm going to have to get my arteries together.
And if you were to take our horse, then you ain't gonna fit it, you make it fat. This is Talamato Lane, named for Chief Talamato. He was a Timucuan Indian chief, and over there was his Timucuan Indian village. So the Spanish said, wow, that would make a great cemetery, so they moved them. All right, if you're with your significant other, put your arm around him or her and get romantical. Wow, I'm looking at all these kids and stuff here. You aren't very romantical. Don't do that. I'm gonna reach. That is a love tree. That's a Florida live oak. Look 10 feet up. There's a palm tree growing naturally out of the center of it.
Oh,
the story with that goes, if you come back later and you kiss your one true love under the branches of that tree, you'll be with that person forever. Don't do it. Don't hug that child. I met a woman who kissed